Hello and welcome to Caravan City. This area of Bristol was once referred to as the jewel in the city's crown, but it's now been dubbed Caravan City by the national tabloids. Let's spend 24 hours in Caravan City and find out what it's like to live here. You can see here behind me, rows and rows of camper vans, caravans, motorhomes, you name it, is here. Bristol City Council has recently stated that around about 800 caravans are located on the Downs area of Bristol. Caravan City begins. You can see the fella just out the front of his caravan, brushing his teeth. Like any other campsite, really. Very, very surprising. However, as you can see, we are on the outskirts of one of the UK's major cities. Bristol is the second most expensive city to live in the United Kingdom. Potentially this might be a reason why this is happening here. Just walking beside one of the rows of the caravans here, you can just see the state of the place. Some of them seem to keep it nice and tidy and nice and clean, but others, well, look at that. I mean, that's not on really, is it? Look at the state of that. Old battered moped there. So you can see Caravan City in the rows and rows, and just beyond the trees there, the most expensive homes in Bristol. Just rubbish, piles of rubbish as far as the eye can see outside these caravans here. You can see someone's tent here being overlooked there by likely £1 million properties. Oh look. Quite shocking to see really. A tent being overlooked by £1 million properties. Crazy, what's happening to this country? In the distance, a dog walker just making her way through Caravan City.
A limited area rather than it's just going to expand and expand, isn't it?
It seems to be, because initially I believe it was just sort of one row and they've sort of been spreading out and out and out.
Yes, yes. I mean, if it was a limited area and they did something about the rubbish, I'd have no objection at all.
Exactly.
But I have a feeling that lots of caravans are coming from all over the country now because of all the publicity. So it's expanding all over the place.
Yeah, that's right. Bristol City Council has stated that there's around about 800 caravans on the Downs area.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Yeah, and it's a difficult one because I have
got sympathy with people that can't afford flats. I've got an awful lot of sympathy, but then they've got to look after their rubbish, haven't they? Look at this over here.
Yeah, it's
people have got to be
a bit more mindful, haven't they? Yes.
Respectful and mindful. And then I think the Bristol Council ought to create several nice areas for caravans to go.
Exactly.
Is my thought.
So you just heard it. We spoke to a dog walker there who's a local of the Clifton area. And she's torn just like I am because it's very, very difficult, isn't it? You know, with the cost of living crisis and the housing crisis, people can't afford to get flats and buy homes now. So do you blame the people when they can come here, pitch up for free? You know, I can't blame them. You can see one of the beautiful residential buildings behind me. Clifton is one of the most expensive areas to live in the United Kingdom. Facing out that house onto the beautiful bright yellow horse box. Look at that there. You can see his big Calagas set up underneath. The front cab stuffed with bikes. Flowers in the window. Little seating area on the top. So you can go up to the top balcony there and look out onto the beautiful Clifton Downs. One of the kind locals here of Caravan City is going to show me around his pad, show me how he lives. You can see at the top he's got his solar, he's got his wood burning stove. Awesome. Off-road tyres. Look at this setup, guys. Wood burning stove. Look at that. It's like an 18th century cottage. Mate, this is awesome. And so do you live in this full time, dude?
Yeah, full time.
Mate, that's cracking.
The bed up there. The bed's on a crank, so in the day, that's the lounge area.
Oh, wow.
And then it cranks down and then comes level. Here at night,
Dude,
makes a little bedroom area.
Dude, that is sick. This is like a mixture of Cornwall and Glastonbury all in one.
Everything I need, got oven, fridge, burner for heat.
Dude, that's absolutely sick.
Full solar, yeah.
Mate, thank you so much for allowing me to have a look into it. Well, it puts mine to shame, mate. I'm going to be in trouble tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, what a setup that guy had. That was incredible. It certainly puts mine to shame. Makes me think I could be in trouble later on tonight when I try and do my cooking and my bits and bobs. Could be fun. I know you're all dying to see where I'm going to be staying tonight, so let me show you. Here we go. This is where I'm going to be spending the next 24 hours. Here's my e-bike. No better way to explore Bristol than on an e-bike, with Bristol being the UK's first cycling city. As you can see, this is more of a day van, guys. This little board at the back there pops down and fills the gap there. That's your bed. Storage underneath there. I normally have my surfboards along the back here. But today I've got the e-bike, the Fido C11 e-bike. Just stopped for 5 minutes for a little sit down here in Caravan City. Doors open, enjoying the view. There she is, the Fido C11. Big thanks to the guys at Fido for sending this one out to me. And we're off. You can see the grand residential buildings here overlooking the Clifton Downs. One of the most expensive areas to live in the United Kingdom, with Bristol being the second most expensive place to live outside of London. The residents of this building every morning are greeted by the sight of hundreds of caravans, motorhomes and campervan conversions. Another gated estate here. Surrounding Clifton Downs is hundreds of buildings very similar to this. Some of the most expensive property to be found in the United Kingdom. I certainly don't blame the people who have pitched up here. However, if I was a resident in one of those big gated estates, I don't know how I would feel with this being my view every morning. Another caravan. A couple of camper vans and motorhomes up ahead. Camper van, caravan, camper van. Pulled back onto Caravan City now. And I must say, some are keeping it up together, but there is certainly those that have got piles and piles of rubbish bags out the side of their caravans. We spoke to some lovely locals over the other side a minute ago that kindly showed me around his camper. Quite the conversion he's got there. You can just see it just carries on and on and on. And this is just one row of maybe 20 or 30 of these. I must say, I've never seen anything like it, other than at a traveller site, of course. But these aren't travellers, these aren't gypsies. Rows and rows and rows. Excuse me, sir.
Annoyed about is that they've got parking restrictions there.
Right.
So why isn't, you know, if I park my car there, they'll put a ticket on it.
Exactly.
So why should they have privilege? And
yeah, it's a difficult one as well, isn't it?
just a difficult.
And what about the rubbish?
Well, that's the health issue in it.
In itself, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's they should find somewhere else for them. You know, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, I feel sorry that they're in that situation, but
Exactly.
you know,
It's a tricky one, sir, isn't
the
it?
council are just dragging their feet.
Yeah, this has been going on since 2020, I believe, isn't it?
Probably before that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it started off with a few, and now it's going all over the place now.
Right.
Because if they don't deal with it, they're going to carry on.
It's going to
all
get,
their-
yeah, that's right. It is going to grow and grow, and eventually they're going to be right up
Exactly.
in Clifton High Street.
Yeah.
So, okay, sir, I thank you for your time.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Bless you. Thank you very much. I've arrived back on Caravan City. Let's locate my van amongst the hundreds and hundreds of other ones, and let's get some food cooked. I've just spoke to one of the locals, here of Caravan City, and he stated to me that today there's been Daily Mail journalists here, BBC journalists here, you name it, they're all around here at the moment. Look at the size of that one, big American style one. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of camper vans, caravans, motorhomes, you name it. It is here. Another camper van here. It's like every single road you walk down on the downs, there's caravans, camper vans, just pitched up full time. Some over there. Some more there, another camper van. Now I wonder if a lot of these are just here and are completely left and abandoned. It doesn't seem to be much life here. I mean, look at the state of that one. Just arrived back at the van, and I must say it's getting a lot more lively here at Caravan City now. The music's blaring, people are sat out now, cooking dinner. I wonder what the night has in store for us. I'm pretty excited. Everybody I've met thus far has been really, really friendly. Not so open to talking on camera, I must say, but on the whole, everybody's been really, really friendly. Quite excited for tonight. You just get the pedestrians just walking past you as you're cooking your tea. It's so bizarre. As my burgers are sizzling, guys, I've been enjoying the view. I can certainly see why it's so popular being a van lifer or van dweller. Is that the correct term? Do let me know in the comments below. I do not mean to offend. However, I can certainly see what draws so many people in. The simplicity of life, the beauty, the freedom. Yeah, I like it. I've got very lucky today with the weather. Absolutely glorious. The sun's shining. It's about 12 or 13 degrees, so fairly temperate. However, cooking these burgers would be a damn sight more difficult if it was blowing a hoolie and it was peeing down with rain. Get your buns out. Oh, I burnt them. I burnt them. Oh no, I've burnt them. Look at the state of them. What have I done? Ah, bloody hell. Not so bad, is it? Burger in hand, beautiful view. Slightly being spoiled by the soundtrack of Bristol, which is the police siren you can hear in the background. But on the whole, I can't complain. Let's see what tonight has in store for us. The sun has set here in Caravan City. Let's explore and find out what it's like after dark. Let's go. Strolling through Caravan City now. Super peaceful. Everybody seems to be fairly friendly. It's really, really peaceful. You can see everybody going about their business, making dinner outside their plots. It's kind of like any other caravan park, to be honest. However, we're just in the middle of a city. This little micro one with the red door is pretty cool. I like that. That one's certainly seen better days. I found the mythical parking parameters. 5 hours, no return. However, that's certainly not being regulated. So it's officially night time on Caravan City, and one thing I have noticed is an influx of cars that are pulling into the area. I'm assuming it's homeless people that come to this area specifically to sleep. I don't know. If anyone else knows, let me know in the comments. See the smoke from the wood burner there? So peaceful. Well guys, you can hear the rain. I'm absolutely drenched. The heavens have opened upon Caravan City and I am soaking. Let me get these wet clothes off and I'll show you my setup. Well guys, I do apologise for the little bit of skin, but everything is soaking. Let's get on. Let me give you a little tour of the van. Let's go. So, you can see a small little double bed here. This was the bench and I just fold down this little bottom section here. It creates the little double bed. Little single sleeping bag on there for me tonight. Small little tablet stand there so you can max and relax. Chilling out, watch a tablet. Got my funky little curtain there. Bit psychedelic. Ooh. course, I've got the Fido C11 here. I've got my artificial grass on the floor here. It's nice and waterproof, so when I come into the vehicle to get changed between surf sessions, I don't get anything soaking wet. I've got my funky surf stickers here. Shout out to Ika Surf in Tenerife. Got Custard Point surfboards there. Devon, the Wave. That's me for tonight, guys. I'll catch you in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. I did not sleep very well at all. I am really tired. At about 3 o'clock this morning, repeatedly this happened as well. There was a car that was driving through and he would just toot his horn over and over and over again, clearly trying to wake up everyone who was sleeping in their vans and whatnot. The thunder and lightning started kicking in as well. It was just so loud, and cars always driving past behind me. Yeah, I didn't sleep very well. But anyway, let's open up the van, let me show you the view, and we'll carry on, we'll crack on for the day. My mates for the night. Well, guys, my trousers are absolutely soaked still. My trainers are absolutely soaked still. Brilliant. Kettle's on the boil. Coffee cup's ready to go. My trousers are drying out in the sun. We'll get a coffee down my neck and then we'll head back into Caravan City, just down this way. Well, guys, it's the morning after. I'm walking around with soaking wet trousers, soaking wet trainers, but it's all good. We're back on Caravan City. The sun is shining, everybody's going about their business, brushing their teeth, washing up from the night before. It's just like any other campsite, really. My night here was really peaceful. There was no disturbances. There was a little bit of music on from the caravans before the rain came. That put a dampener on that one. But otherwise, there was nothing really to report. It was quite noisy from the weather, and there was a car that persistently drove past beeping his horn, I guess in some sort of rage at the people that are parking here. I don't know. But on the whole, I had a really nice night here. The people are really friendly, very nice, welcoming. I've spoken to a number of people here. However, I don't blame them, but they don't want to go on camera because of the recent hit pieces put out by the national tabloids and the mainstream media. Just yesterday there was Daily Mail reporters here and the BBC. So, rightfully so, most of the residents of Caravan City have got their guards up, and I can't blame them. I did spend some time last night with a couple of the residents here of the camper vans, and they were listing the differences to me between the van lifers and the caravan dwellers. Now, I will say there is a number of caravans with big piles of rubbish outside. It's not all of them, it's certainly not all of them. In fact, the majority of them are keeping it clean and tidy. But the ones with the big piles of rubbish out the side, there you go. The ones with the big piles of rubbish, they're huge. And it's causing big problems with rodents, rats, all sorts of problems here. Just spoke to one of the lovely locals here of Caravan City on this fine Bristol morning, and he did unfortunately tell me that there is some major drug problems amongst some of the caravan dwellers here on this specific row on the Clifton Downs in Caravan City. Now, it's kind of stating the obvious, to be honest, but there is some huge drug problems here on Caravan City amongst some of the residents. Not all. To be honest with you, the majority and most of them that I've come across have all been really friendly, actually have like full-time jobs and everything. It's really sad, to be honest with you, that they're being forced to be in a position where they do have to live in a van or a caravan. But there is those, on the other hand, that are homeless, substance abusers, and have no other way. Well guys, I've mentioned the Clifton area of Bristol a number of times in this video. So why don't we hop on the bike and I'll head over to the Clifton area of Bristol. On the bike now, and you can just see the expanse of the Clifton Downs area. 400 acres that was gifted to the people of Bristol. Just rolling through the residential areas of Clifton now. And you can see the beautiful Victorian architecture on full display. The Clifton area is one of the most expensive in Bristol, and Bristol is the second most expensive city to live in the United Kingdom. I'm on the White Ladies Road area of Clifton now. A very stunning high street here in Clifton. Very, very vibrant. Oh look, an electrical bike shop. If you are looking for an e-bike, head over to Fido, check out the C11 and use the code JOEFISH50 and get yourself £50 off. I think the e-bike fits in very well here. See loads of electric scooters and electric bikes in Bristol. You can see all the wonderful quaint cafes, eateries, bars here in Clifton. Here, the University of Bristol building, 1 mile from Caravan City, with a statue commemorating King Edward. And behind, the Baptist Church and the Bristol School of Art, the Royal West of England Academy of Art building. Some truly stunning architecture on display here. Mounted police officers, yeah, we still have those in the United Kingdom. Look at those tremendous buildings. It's like something out of Harry Potter. I think it's one of the University of Bristol buildings. Okay guys, that was the Clifton and Redland area of Bristol. Let's head back to Caravan City. If you're looking to get yourselves an e-bike, check out the Fido C11 and use the code JOEFISH50 and get yourselves £50 off. You can thank me later. Well, that's the end of our 24 hours in Caravan City. Let me know in the comments below what you think, whether or not the people should be allowed to stay or should they go. I'll see you on the next one.